Hi! In this video, you're gonna learn about the Graph controller, a core component of Nody, the Node Graph engine in DoozyUI. Alright, so you have a simple interface, an UI, and in this particular example, I have 3 UI views, 1, 2, and 3. Of course, in order for them to work, I also created a node graph, and let's see it. And there you go. We also have a node graph that connects 1 to 2 and 3. They're all interconnected. In order for the system to work, a graph controller is needed to actually activate this graph. Otherwise, this is just an asset file in your project. And here we have a graph controller that has this asset referenced. I'm gonna delete it. And if I press play, I have no navigation flow logic. And yeah, nothing happens. The 3 views are hidden. And I cannot see them and I cannot interact with them. Even if I show one and I press the buttons, they do not work because the logic is not working. So like every other UI, I need a graph controller. So I right click on the hierarchy view, I go to Doozy, Nody, and I add a graph controller. And now I need to reference a graph. So I'm gonna drag and drop this here, and that's it. I can even rename the graph controller to the name of the graph. So right now it says graph controller. I'm gonna click it and it will say graph controller E9 for example 9 in this particular case. By default, the graph controller is set not to get destroyed when the scene changes. So you might have your UI do the same. Usually you want to load your UI once and use it every throughout your game or app's lifetime. So you will have your master canvas not to get destroyed on scene changed. And of course, you also want your graph controller, the one that does the work, persist across scenes. So don't destroy game object on scene change. You can also open the referenced graph here. So it will open Nody and it will access this particular graph. And now let's see it in action. So I'm gonna delete it. Actually, I'm gonna disable it right now and press play. And you'll see that the graph doesn't get activated. So it is inactive, even if I'm in play mode. Nothing really happens. But if it is enabled, check what happens. Check out what happens to the graph. So let's press play, and you'll see that the graph controller activates the graph. There you go. And now everything works. If I press button 2, it will go to node 2. That will show the view 2. So let's press 2. There you go. And now it works. So yeah, you need this to manage your UI flow. And yeah, it will work. All right. That's it. Thank you.